The visuals you're looking at on your screen right now are of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi attempting to make a second visit to the family of the Hathras victim on Thursday. Both Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi were stopped in UP's Greater Noida near Delhi and briefly taken into custody. At that point of time, we had even seen the visuals of Rahul Gandhi being manhandled, pushed to the ground by cops in that tussle. That led to indignation of the UP government's handling of opposition leaders. But again today, this Saturday afternoon, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, the visuals you are seeing on your screen are of these two Congress leaders attempting to visit Hathras again. Hathras, of course, is the home of that young woman, that 20-year-old girl, the scheduled caste girl who was a victim of a gang rape, who then died a week later. And for the past 2 days, the village of Hathras has completely been sealed off. The visuals you are seeing on your screen right now are of a vehicle that is carrying the Congress leaders, Rahul Gandhi, the Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. They are attempting to make another attempt this afternoon to travel to Hathras in UP and speak with the family of their 20-year-old SC young woman who was gang raped and murdered, whose body was then cremated by the police in a secretive ceremony in the middle of the night under the in the dark of night at 2:30 a.m. with no family member around. Now there is a delegation of Congress party leaders that includes Priyanka Gandhi who want to speak to the family of this young woman to provide her support, to provide her to share their condolences. A family that has been traumatized first by this savage assault on their child, and then by the alleged inaction of the UP police and the government, and of course certainly the insensitivity of the UP government. Nothing in the world can stop me from going to Hathras to meet this unhappy family, to share their pain. Rahul Gandhi had tweeted this morning, and here they are just setting off, attempting to meet the family of the Hathras victim. However, officials in Hathras have told the press that Rahul Gandhi will not be allowed to enter the village. Access to this village, remember, had been cut off by the UP government. The UP government has put in place prohibitory orders banning large gatherings. That is still in force in Hathras. And the authorities have said that Rahul Gandhi will not be able to meet with the family. In fact, NDTV has learnt, or sources have told NDTV, that the Gandhis may not even get as far as the village, with the UP police all set to stop them at the Delhi-Noida border. We even have some visuals which we can try and show you off that border between Delhi and Noida, the direct flyway, which shows that the police have already set up barricades there in preparation for Rahul Gandhi's arrival. Remember, this is the sense of deja vu for viewers who've been watching the news. This story, this has been our priority over the past few weeks, to focus on the Hathras horror. On Thursday, both Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi were stopped by the UP authorities in Greater Noida. They were briefly even taken into custody. Rahul Gandhi was manhandled. He was pushed to the ground. There was a lot of indignation at the UP government's handling of opposition leaders, preventing them from going to meet the family of the Hathras victim. These are visuals of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi driving, heading out to UP. I think that is Priyanka Gandhi who is driving that vehicle right now. Rahul Gandhi seated there in the front passenger seat, and they are headed to Hathras, hoping to get there and meet the family of the traumatized family of the Hathras rape victim. Why are you arresting me? What are the grounds of arrest? Those were the words Rahul Gandhi could be heard saying in those dramatic videos that were shot on Thursday. What law am I violating? That's what Rahul Gandhi had said at the time of that confrontation with the police. The police at that point of time had said that they were charging him with Section 188. That is a law, of course, that defies official orders. A case was later lodged against both Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi under the Epidemic Act. Again, visuals of viewers, anyone joining us, the visuals you're seeing have been shot from inside a car, a vehicle that is being driven by Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Accompanying her is her brother, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, sitting in the front passenger seat, and they are both heading to Hathras, a second attempt by these Congress leaders to try and get to Hathras, where, remember, the ruling BJP is under pressure over its handling of the Hathras tragedy. They, of course, have dismissed these protests as a political stunt. But many questions have been raised as to why this village has been sealed off. Remember, all across the country, India is unlocking. From gyms to movie theatres, the government, the Modi government, has been unlocking India, saying life must go on, except for Hathras, which has been under severe lockdown for the last 48 hours. Why? The family's phones have been seized, they have been denied access to the press, they have been denied access to legal aid. COVID emergency measures were misused to trample on the basic human rights of the Hathras family in the name of controlling the spread of the coronavirus. This family was locked in their home and not allowed to step out. Even their phones were taken away from them. They were not allowed to communicate with anybody else. So, of course, the BJP, as I've said, the government, which is under pressure now because of the handling of the Hathras case, is hitting out. They claim that this is a political stunt by the opposition leaders. Union Minister Smriti Irani this afternoon, just about an hour or so ago, attacked the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who was attempting to make his second attempt in 3 days to visit Uttar Pradesh's Hathras amid outrage over this gang rape and murder of this 20-year-old young woman.